because we've heard of this Jewish Board of Deputies. Most people don't fully understand it, but they are all Labour apparatchiks supporting a political party which is basically fairly anti-Semitic. I can't understand that.
Many of them do support Labour. They actually have, believe it or not, on the Board of Deputies, a social justice committee. Oh, what has that got to do with Judaism? And that was, when that was formed, it was certainly, in my view, the beginning of the descent.
But the reality is, once again, I mean, it's depressing, I suppose, but once again, what we are talking about is, once again, another religious body turning around and saying Conservatives are not welcome, traditionalists are not welcome, we just want the woke brigade.
That is to a considerable extent true. Of course, they've got 300 deputies almost, and they could probably bring up about 5 or 6 of them who are Conservative. There were far more before I was forced to leave. And certainly there is a move to the left out the Board of Deputies. I mean, we've seen it in the fight between Suella Braverman and the current officers of the Board of Deputies.
But the forced removal of...
Yes, it is. We do better in the Jewish religion, and our chief rabbi does regularly speak about issues that are of concern to Jews, about Judaism, and generally tends to reflect what most Jews are thinking. We do very well with our current chief rabbi in that respect. Yeah. And I hate to be disparaging about certain other...
No, go for it, Gary.
I'm being a bit more diplomatic. But for religious leaders to get heavily involved in politics the way the Archbishop has is, to my mind, totally unacceptable. It's also unacceptable for leaders of groups that represent religions, who might not be religious people, they might be lay leaders, also to get involved in that way, because they've got to champion the issues of their particular groups.
Look, I'm just going to throw this out there. I don't know anything about it, but I just wonder whether these bear at the state of Christianity in this country.
It's, of course, a concern, because we want to see the majority religion flourish in this country, because it's good for Jews as well if it does. But can I just pick you up on a point here? On the whole, Jews, you were quite correct in what you said about Jews believing in their traditions and their values. We too in the Jewish religion have a woke minority who are trying to conflate religious belief with left-wing political views. For example...
Well, Gary, let's not...